What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Street Notes. As you can see, I'm not in Denver, I'm in New York City. And starting off here in Brighton Beach, I'll get to the Manhattan stuff later, but my Airbnb was down here in Brighton Beach, so took a little walk around here and Coney Island first, although it's off season, so it was a little quiet, but it was a nice place to stay, and I got to walk along that iconic beachfront on Coney Island. I thought I came across this little gem of a street here with some nice light on it in the mornings and a little bit of stuff going on. Saw this corner here with these flags and this garage door with a shadow on it there. This guy I thought was maybe a bit too cliche, so I just let him pass by, and I tried to make something of these flags here with the subway overpass. Nothing really worked out from it, but it was, could have done with maybe a bit more people walking through, or I don't know, just something a bit different. I didn't quite get what I was hoping for. I then saw a picture by Jones of NYC on that exact street corner, so I guess I didn't really find the gem that I thought I did that hadn't been shot by someone else. So as I've been doing with a lot of these Street Notes videos, I'm going to talk less and I'm just going to chime in when there's a significant moment or something I feel is worth commenting on. Otherwise, I'm just going to let the video play through, put some music in the background, and sort of show you the process of me working through photographing things. And as a reminder, these are not all photos that I think are good. The majority of them are bad or mediocre, but this is how I get myself sort of to working towards those pictures that I really like. There's someone called Gary Lashmar on Clubhouse who I would speak to all the time, and he calls it mining for quality. So I'm mining through all that trash to find the quality in there somewhere. This is a Alex Webb shot from the Brooklyn book, and I've also seen pictures by, I think, 6 Street Under in this same spot, and it's kind of a iconic place. At this point, I was ready to go into Manhattan. I didn't have the GoPro on at first in Manhattan. I thought I'd wait till I got to a spot that I was more interested in. However, I wish I'd just left it rolling because the first thing that happened when I put the GoPro on was I stumbled upon this scene that I liked. And here I noticed this guy was sort of sitting the same way as this statue, but the other way, and this is me pushing myself to get closer and closer. The light on this wall was awesome. It's got that shadow which is cast from the Oculus, which is behind me. Thanks very much. These New York intersections where people just pass through and like cross paths all the time, it's such a busy city, and things are, even on quiet days, things are coming at you from all different directions, and it's overwhelming, and it's awesome. It's really hard to shoot. It's harder than you think it's going to be. You sort of expect it because there's so much happening. New York would be easy, but you've got to sort of try and cut through all the chaos and find interesting things within it all. Yeah, maybe you can be more lucky sometimes, but it's still very difficult. Took shelter here for a second. I think I stopped for a snack, I don't remember, but I was stopping for some reason. These guys came and climbed up to drag something off the roof of this pavilion. And at first I thought they wanted me to move, but they said it was fine, so I started taking pictures. And he pulls off this like white cloth thing. I walked past this guy and I noticed his cameras and he was kind of hanging around, but I didn't realise it was Gabi Ben Avraham. Avrahim? Probably butchered his name, but a really good photographer that I follow on Instagram. That was pretty much the end of the first day of shooting in New York City. I realised that Coney wasn't really going to cut it for me, maybe if I'd hung around till the afternoon. But Manhattan felt good. It was busy in a lot of places, and I quite enjoyed just walking around and exploring there. And it was one train line in, so thankfully I got an Airbnb that made sense for getting into Manhattan. I feel like I expected to go there and just constantly find all these interesting, wild things happening, and a lot of the time it is just people passing through on streets, and you just have to pick a place and decide if that's going to be a place that you hang around in for a minute, and then hope for the best. And I actually think that some of my favourite pictures of it were just chance. I was like making my way to somewhere else or just walking to explore, and I would happen upon things and they would just happen, and then I wouldn't stay there for very long and I'd move on. Whereas I think if you have a longer time somewhere and you know the city better, you've been there for a while, you can study certain areas that you like and that you can keep returning to. Whereas me, as like sort of a tourist, I was trying not to be a tourist and just go to the purely tourist spots. I did go to Wall Street, I did go to the World Trade Center. Like, I didn't take a picture of the Oculus, I didn't take a picture of Ground Zero, I didn't take a picture of One Wall Street or whatever the thing is people do there. I was just trying to do street photography, but while walking through those areas that I thought might be busier because they're tourist areas. I don't know if that makes any sense. Just gonna move on from that and hope for the best. Bottom line is, got a few pictures that I like. Wish I'd spoke to that guy in Union Square Park, because I was like, oh, he seems like he might be doing street photography. Turns out, pretty bloody good street photographer, and I didn't introduce myself. So that is a regret. There'll be at least 2 more New York street photography videos to come. I was there for 3 days and I filmed a good 11 something hours of footage. So it's taken some time to go through. And I tried to do it with Adobe Rush in this episode, and it was a bad idea. I'm going to go back to iMovie, and I might use Rush for the titles because I kind of liked them and they were easy. So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that because this video is going to be a long one. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop me a comment down below, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.